Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Welcome to the channel once again. So I want to show you what we have today. So we have a full stack to-do list. We don't have any form of authentication, form of authorization. We'll be doing that in later videos. But for today, we are teaching you guys how to do a full stack application, uh, full stack to-do list. I mean. So first and foremost, you see in this to-do list here, we have this beautiful UI. With this ring, focus ring here, we're going to be using Tailwind CSS, we're going to be using React Vite, and some other technologies for the backend. So, and it's very simple actually. So let's test it. Welcome to the channel. The add tags. Okay, welcome to the channel is here. See, you can delete tags, and you have this notification here. This beautiful UI. It's a very simple thing, and I would love to take you guys on the journey. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to it. So we're going here. Alright. So welcome guys. Let's begin the tutorial, I guess. Okay, so first and foremost, let's handle the backend. That's the reason MongoDB, Express and Node.js. Then we're using React.js with Vite in the front end. Okay, so first we handle the backend. I'll teach you guys how to test with Postman and all those sort of things. So without further ado, let's get to it. So let's create first and foremost, create both files. Let's just make this big. We'll create both files, right? You press on Ctrl J to open this your terminal here. Then let's create the React file first. PM create with latest, right? Let it boot. I say boot. Let it load or get the file, something like that. Let's call it Todo App. Todo App. We're going to use React. I'm going to use plain JavaScript so that everybody can flow with it. So cd into Todo App. Then we are going to npm install it. You can either do npm i, or npm install. Anyone works. Same thing. Okay, so it gets ready. So while that is happening, we come here and we create a new folder and we call it backend. Right? And in this backend now, since we're doing the backend first, in the backend we are going to create we're going to use open integer terminal. Once you open integer terminal, we are going to do npm init -y. So you want to initialize the package.json. That's what this means. So it has been initialized. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to install the necessary dependencies we are going to need. That's like the necessary ingredients we are going to use to cook the food. That's what this means. So dependency, just take it like ingredients for food. Yeah. So you're going to be npm install. Normally this keeps going down. Npm install. Oh, come on. Npm. What is wrong with this stuff? Alright. Npm install Express. That's Express.js. Npm install Express. And we're going to install Mongoose. We're going to install .env. We are going to install course, so you can be able to connect the backend and the front end together. And we click on enter. If you look here, you see package.json will come, a node model bundle will come here, right? So let's go. It's talking why this is happening. Let me show you guys where you can get this Express, all these dependencies where I got it from. Okay, the node module is here, so this is an installing. You can get this Express from and all those stuff. So if you come here, you do npm. So this site, npmjs.com. So if you can search Express, okay, you see this is the exact match, Express. So you have npm Express here, so it's not just gotten out of the blue, is here. So you can come here and search for all the dependencies that we're going to use for this build. So this is how you connect it. This is the installation guide, it's node module available for npm registry. Okay, so that said, let's get back to it. Okay, so the backend has been installed. The next thing we want to do now is to create a gitignore file. Okay, this gitignore file now, what this gitignore file does is that, like, for once we're done, we're going to push this to GitHub, right? So you don't want to push your node modules to GitHub because it's just going to be too much and it's not necessary. So you hide it in your gitignore here. So it's going to be node modules, using the node modules here. Going to be node modules here. Then we're going to we're also going to install we're going to say .env in this side. This .env is going to have all your secrets that you don't want to be shown in the computer. I don't want to be shown, let me say, in your GitHub once it's in public. Your secrets is going to be hidden in the .env, and the .env we are going to put it inside the .gitignore. Okay, .git .env. Right, so the next thing we'll do is to create a folder. Is best practice as this, can call it src. Why we're calling it src? Because this front end has src, and we put all the things we're using for the build inside the folder, all the pages, your components inside the folder. So here we're going to put, for the backend, we are going to need few things, which is going to be new file, index.js, or you can call it server.js, but I will show you where you correct it in case you call it server.js. So index.js, then we're going to need another one. We are going to need the new folder, call it models. So models, alright. Then we're going to need a controller, alright. Then we are going to need routes. This is best practice. I'll show you how to configure all of them. So the next thing we'll need here, we come to this our package.json right over here, and we'll come down here and put type, because we're not going to be using common JS, we're going to be using type models. So remove this, and we're going to say start. It's going to be this. Oh, sorry. Because of you put this index.js inside this SRO folder, you can highlight this, right? Then click on Control plus D to select the next one. Control plus D to select the next one. Then move your arrow to this side, then src slash, so to follow that route. You get, okay. Alright, in this place, so we are going to need, yes, in this place too, we are going to need okay, now I'll show you guys that in the next minute. So that is done. So we're going to come and import Express from Express, right? I'm going to import course, from course, I'm going to import .env from .env. This .env we're importing is what is going to enable us to access this .env here. It's going to enable us to access all the .envs inside here, all the secrets we are keeping here. But I'll show you guys how to do that. So let's go back to the setup and the write-up. Then we're going to say const port. So we're already bringing out something, but let's just give it 5,000. Alright. Then don't forget to import your mongoose. Import mongoose from mongoose. Okay. So you come down here now. We are going to import we're going to do our .env now. Let's call it .env above this. .env.config. So this will enable you to access this. These are the configurations you do. Alright. So the next thing we want to do now is going to be const app is equals to Express. I don't know, my code GPT is always doing wonderful things. And let's leave the cost for now. I'll show you how you guys will use that. So the next thing I want to do is an app.listing in bracket of ports, comma, request.response. Right? We are now going to console.log. Server is running on HTTP. I like doing like this so I can able to get the route quickly. HTTP // localhost 5,000. Okay, yeah, address is correct. Yes. Okay, so we want to test if this is running, if this is showing, if you have any errors. So let's come in and put npm start. So let's see. Okay, so we have our backend. The server is running on port HTTP 5,000. Okay, alright, so that's good. So that means the backend configuration is good to go. Remember, we're using MongoDB for the database. So you go to your Google, make sure you have internet connection, and you search MongoDB. Yeah, you just log in. Select account. Wait more time. Alright. Okay, it's coming up. So if you're new to MongoDB, you just see here is you don't have a project here. So here is going to have something like add new project. So for me, I have few projects here, so it's going to be have few projects here. So just click on new project, let it load finish. It's not open by now. This is the problem. Okay, I'll just speed this up. Okay, so let's give it full stack to do. All right, so full stack to do. Let's add everything together. Let me reduce this side. Yes, full stack to do. Let's do that. It's not compulsory you do it like this. This is just called camel casing. This is just called camel casing. That's what it is. That's what this is for. Just like a naming convention in JavaScript. So it just is not important. Let me show you what camel casing is. Let me don't divert what's camel casing. Camel casing. The rising convention to join word without space. The first letter of each word is the lowercase. Just you can search it up. You understand what I'm talking about. See it. Camel casing. You get. So this the first letter is always small. Then the next sentence you want to make, you make it big. That's just what camel casing is. I hope you can see this. Okay, so let's get back to our project. Alright, so we have full stack to do. Then click on next. Then click on create project. Alright. The choose a different name. Okay, let's call it MERN to do list. MERN to do list. On next. Create project. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, you come down here, scroll down, you click on create a roster, cluster, cluster. Okay, let's give the cluster name with what? Alright, you click on this free one, and you give the cluster name MERN to do lists, right? And leave this one as it is. Then click on create deployment. Click on bicycle. Seriously, you guys are kidding me. Okay. Alright, so you will not use mine, you use yours actually. So this is my username, is my password. So copy the username, go to my .env. Now you want to make it secret, right? So you're going to do it mongo password. It's now equals to come on. Mongo username, sorry. Mongo username. Mongo username. Allow mongo password is now equals to this. Then you come with your Mongo URL. So now going to be equals to, okay, you want to click on create database here, then choose a connection method, click on drivers. You've already installed all this, so you copy this. Don't bother about using mine. I'm going to delete it when it's done, just for academic purposes. You copy this, then you click on done. Right, so your cluster has been created. Right, so you go back to your place here and click Ctrl V. So you pasted it. This is your MongoDB URL for it, like a connection string. What you're using connecting from this workspace here to your database, that's MongoDB. So take this at the ending here. Sorry. Take this at the ending here. You see this .net / put it here. Alright, let's save. Okay, we are good to go in that. So copy this. Just copy this. Just copy the URL. Alright, now you go to your index.js. Go to your index.js. You come and you'll be like app. Sorry. Come on, you connect the Mongo. Let's use const Mongo URL is equals to Mongo URL. Let's make sure it's correct one. Mongo URL. Yeah. Alright, so you are going to do mongos.connect. It will be your Mongo URL, this one. Oh, sorry, I did not tell you what this thing means. So, I said this earlier on. No, this .env. This .env is for you to be able to connect, to be able to get the data from inside this place, right? To get the data from inside here, alright? So this one is what you're going to do connection to this .env. Now, you want to get the data inside there. It's going to be Mongo URL. It's going to be any name you give it here, process.env, that's this env, then the name used to save it here, the name used to save it in this place. Either Mongo URL password. Okay, let's console.log. Let us see that it's working first of all. So let us do console.log. Okay, are you seeing that we can't? Okay, you have to close this server and then npm start. Okay, you see the Mongo URL, right? So it's getting it from there. So you understand right now. So let's close this. And before we continue, let us install nodemon. Let's install nodemon. Nodemon will enable us that we don't have to restart the server every time we want to show, something. We need to just restart the server automatically and it keeps doing like that. So npm install nodemon -d. This -d means you're installing it as a dev dependency. So you click on enter. Alright, so since that is installed, now we can run npm run dev. This dev now we are running here is because of this. See your dev dependency, you're using nodemon this side, right? So npm run dev, enter. Alright, so it's watching it. So let's go on. Let's remove this. Sorry, that's to tell that it's working. So now we're going to connect MongoDB. Mongos.connect in bracket of Mongo URL, right? Mongo URL, close the bracket, dot then, open bracket, open another bracket. Then this is an arrow function, and you say console.log open MongoDB connected successfully. Then you can say .catch error, sorry, in another bracket, error is now equals to console.log MongoDB connection failed. But this is too long. So just click on Ctrl A, then you format selection. Alright, so it will arrange it for us. Once you format selection, it will arrange it for us. So that's good. Alright, so let's test if this connection is working, right? So let's Ctrl S. Once you save it, the server restarts. That's why nodemon is good. So okay, MongoDB connected successfully. Alright, that's how you connect MongoDB. MongoDB is connected successfully. So the next thing we want to do is to create the model. For the to-do list. That's what is a model. A model is how the to-do list will look. Let me show you. So look at how big it is. This is the only thing we need here is the tags. That is this new tag. So this new tag, you can name it as either description or title. Then this is either it's completed or not. All these things. So if you check box of the server, this was the test. So let's go and do this. So you go to your new file and create todo.model.js. Alright, so here we're going to create ports. We're going to import mongoose from mongoose. Then we're doing a const to do schema. My code GPT is smarter than me, I guess. Then we do new mongoose dot schema, open brackets, curly braces inside, and press enter. You get? Alright. So no, we're not writing, we're not using all this. So we're just going to use title. Okay, title is now going to be type in the string, comma, then required will be true. That means it is required. You must require. You can also trim it, yes, maybe like that. Then you come here, is completed is going to be a boolean value. If it's completed, it's going to either be true or false. So it's going to be a boolean value. So the type is boolean, default is false, so it's not completed. That means it is like this, it's not completed. Now, so you have 2 tags remaining or you have 3 tags remaining, it's not completed at all. So then you come here, create timestamp. Timestamps is true, and this will show you when it is created out, when it is updated out, all those sorts of things. Okay, so when you come down, let me open this and reduce this. Okay, once you come down here, you're going to say const to do is now equals to mongoose dot model in bracket of to do, comma, and you're going to do your to do schema. So what this is going to do, don't make sure you don't put this in small letter, right? MongoDB is going to put it in small letter. Don't put it small letter. MongoDB is going to do that for us. So just leave it like this. Put it in capital letter. Then use on your camel case. Then I'm going to export default to do. Then you save, and to show MongoDB connected here. Then we are good to go. All right, we are good to go. So the next thing we want to do, we want to send. What's this? Sorry. Alright, so the next thing we want to do now, we want to create the controllers. What are controllers? Controllers are like the things that, like, should I say, the APIs that will enable you to create the to-do, that will enable you to delete the to-do, that will enable you to mark the to-do that you have, okay, I've completed the to-do, and enable you to, just basically, we're going to create a code operation here. So let's get to it. So let's go. So we're going to do to-do dot controllers controllers.js. Alright. Also, in case you are wondering where I got these icons from, in case you're wondering where I got these icons from, you can come to this extension here, and I'm using a material icons, I guess. Okay, yeah, I'm using material icons. So really nice. So can use anyone, or I'm using material icons. Okay, so that said, let's get back. Alright, so I'm going to say cons, since it's since we're doing the, let's first of all export const. What are we creating? I'm going to create create to do. It's now going to be equal to async function in bracket of request comma response, come down, and it's going to be const. Alright, we're going to const our title equals to request.body. Alright, then here I'm going to use a try and catch block, and in this try and catch block we're going to say const to do is equals to await to do, no, to do, that is this. Remember we're exporting this is what we're going to use. So I'm going to import it here, but just write this to do dot create, then you're going to create title. Alright, so this to do now, I want you to click on control, and once you're on this edge of this to do here, this ending, click on control and spacebar. So you import it from wherever it is, but make sure you saved it first in the place it is. Like you see, this is where it is, you saved it here, then you come here, you just import it like that, and ensure you put .js here to avoid any form of breakdown in the when the server is running. Alright, so this is create this. So we're going to come here and click on rest.status in bracket of 200. That is successful. .json, open brackets, then you say to do. Alright, then you are going to come here, then console.log bracket, we're going to say error creating to do, then we say error. Then we'll come down here and say return rest.status in bracket of 500 bracket close .json in bracket of internal server error. This AI has known how I write my code. Alright, that's good. Okay, so I've done the create to do, so let's create the to do paths or to do routes. So I've done the controller. This is the create to do now. So I'm going to show you an example of how you can use it and test that it's working. Okay, so you come to this route, create new file, and say to do dot routes.js, right? Alright, so this is going to be npm, no, sorry, what am I doing? I'm going to import Express from Express, and I've not even done all this ones. You're already bringing it up. What is your problem? I'm going to const. We are going to const router is equals to express.router, right? And we're going to export default router. So here we're going to say router dot post, because this creates to do now. This creates to do you're doing here. You are sending a request. So you are posting something. So you are posting it, you are posting the request. So you are going to post the request. So this route you are going to use here is going to be post. Alright, then slash create to do, then comma, then we are going to import that create to do, or you can just come here, copy it to avoid errors, then paste it here. Right, then control and space and bring it in. Remember, you put it at the ending, control space, bring it in, click enter. Then remember to put your .js. Alright, so we're good. Now we're doing this setup. So the last thing you want to set up here now is going to be in this place. And in this place we are going to set up first of all we're going to set up routes we are going to use. So this one is connecting MongoDB. This route is going to be app dot use bracket of API slash API slash to do. Then you comma and you import it here. So you're going to be import to do routes from to do routes.js right here. That's correct. And let me show you how you get this. I don't do this stuff. Alright, so it's going to be your quotation marks, the quotation, okay. Then your routes. Wait, it's not showing anything. It's supposed to show something. Right. Nope. Alright, yes. Enter slash I'm going to see how to do route.js. Right. Make sure you put the JS at the end. So you copy this, come down here, Control V. Alright. Yes. So also you need app dot express dot json. Hey, sorry. It's app dot use in bracket of express dot json. That is it. I know you're connecting to the backend, so we're not connecting the backend to the front end, so we don't need course now. So we'll do that when we need course. Okay. Alright. So this one is for us to be able to send requests, JSON requests. That's what this is for, because we'll be testing it now. So we have gotten all of this. So let's first and foremost copy this. That's why I did this. Copy this. Let's close all of this. Alright. Come to your Thunder client, or you install Postman. Is that you go to this place, the extension, and search Thunder. Why is it taking so much time? It's not supposed to take so much time. Let me search my distance for a sec. Okay, sit here. You search Thunder clients in the extension, you get this. So you install it. Once it's installed, you restart your system and it's going to be here, right? So, or you can also go and use Postman. Install Postman, right? Install Postman. Then just can install it and download Postman. You can use it for free. There's no big deal in there. I'll show you how to do it. Alright. Let me just cancel this. Alright. Okay. Also, if you're enjoying this tutorial, please just do well to like, subscribe. It really help me a lot. I'm gonna go to reach 1,000 subscribers. I've left YouTube for a while, so I'm back now, and I want to reach 1,000 subscribers. So I'll be very happy and very grateful to you guys if you guys can help me out. So just do it to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue the tutorial. So you go to this place, Thunder Client, add a new request, right? This new request now we're going to this stuff we copied here, this we copied here, this http/localhost 500. You come and paste it here. Alright, I'm going to do slash. You go to your to show how you use it now. Go to your index.js, copy this route without the quotes. Go to your request, paste the route, right? Then the next thing I'm going to put a slash again. Then you go to this your route here, which is the create route. This is best practice, right? Okay, come here, then you paste it. Alright, make sure it's not double, it's just one. Okay, then you come to this body, then click on JSON, curly braces, open curly braces. And MongoDB was not connected. What happened? Also, it's a post request. Remember, it used to do here. It's post. So, okay, MongoDB has failed. Network error. Network error. Let's refresh again and see what happens. Once this thing happens like this, just know it's either network problem or you're having network issues. So you just Control S and see if it's your net from the network end. Alright, I think. Okay, I've seen it. Alright, let me change. Okay, so network error again. So come on. Alright. Alright, it's connected. Let's go. Let's save it. Alright. Sorry about the delay. There's one thing you are meant to also do. There's one thing you should also do. You connect, go to this your project. This your MongoDB. Don't close this yet. Go to your MongoDB. Click on connect network access. No. I'm not connect network access. Let's reload this. Great. So network, there's no network. Come on, man. Alright, so you want to add an IP address, allow access from anywhere. Click on this allow access from anywhere, then to be 00000000. So you click on confirm, so you can allow access from anywhere. So once it's done, it will send you an email and telling you that you've allowed access from anywhere for this particular project. Okay, So let's go back here and let's shut this down. Control C, Y, npm run dev. Okay, first. So let's npm run dev. Enter. Okay, let's go. Come on, man. Okay, MongoDB is connected successfully. You see it? MongoDB is connected successfully. So it's mostly network issues and that allow access from anywhere. So next time when you see it, you know how to figure it out. Okay, so in our controller, we said we need only the title, right? Only the title from it, that's what we need. So if you click on this, then next thing we want to do is ti. Make sure I put it in quotes first of all. title. Then let us say this is first to do, and we click on. If you see this is remember this is post. This is post, but now there's get here. So let's test what happens if we use get. Also, this is supposed to be 1. Let's test what happens when we use get. See, you see, cannot get API of create to do. How it's saying, it's telling us, oh man, you can't get API of create to do, bro. So next thing, change it to post, right? And it will work. Okay, first to do. This is first to do. This is the IE and everything. So you have created your first to do list. This is your first to do list. And if you go to your MongoDB, go to your clusters. Honestly, MongoDB has to have a form of an indicator that's telling people that something is coming up or it's loading. Browse collections. Okay, you see that to do. It changes this stuff to small letter and an S, so you don't have to do it yourself. You just have to put everything in capital letter, first one, second one. Then see the one you created. This is the first to do, so it's not completed, so it's false, right? Created out, updated out. That is that time. That's what that timestamp is for. I hope you understand. Okay, so let's go back. Let's create another to do. This is let's create another to do. Second to do. This is second to do, and another one third to do. This is third to do. Okay, so this is basically it, right? Alright, so going back to our controllers. The next thing we want to do is to be able to get all to dos. See, the AI knows how I write my code. Export const, right? Get all. Want to play smart. Async request command response. Alright, so you're going to do is going to be try catch, and this try catch is going to be const to dos is equals to an await function that is going to give you to do dot find, and this find you're finding all to dos. What you're finding here. Now you're not going to give a condition if to do is not true, that if to do does not exist, and if it does not exist, or to do is equals to 4, or to do is equals to length of 0. Now if to do does not exist, that is not true, and to do dot length is now equals to 0, right? What you are going to do next is that to do dot length is now equals to 0. You now return a response that says no to do found. But if to do is there, you are going to say res dot status bracket of 200 dot json bracket of to do, right? And you are going to say console dot. You can just come here, copy this, so you don't have to type it many times, and paste it. Error in getting to dos. Alright, so let's test this. So this is get all to dos. With the name, you're supposed to know what the route is supposed to take. So the route is going to take function that here is going to be get. So here is going to be get all to do. It's all to do's. Here is going to be get all to do's. Enter. It comes here, you save it. Copy this because we're going to test it now. Control V, get all to do's. Then you click on get. Remove this from here. Don't need to put anything in the body or anything, just send it. Get you all to do's. Right? And close, let's see. See the first one we did, this is the second one, and this is the third one. So they are all false. Then if you go to your if you go to this place, your MongoDB, and you refresh, once you refresh, then you're going to see this. You're seeing all of them, right? So it's talking to the database and everything of that nature. So next thing we want to do is to be able to delete to do, but you're going to be able to delete to do individual to do, and this is what is representing them, their ID, individual to do. So let's go and write our delete to do. Export. I think this thing can hear me. I think this AI can hear me. Const delete. Okay, let's see if you're smart. Delete to do. My ID. Got it. Okay, async. Command response. Command no request first, not response. Response is now equals to. I'm going to const. Put it an ID. And it's going to be equals to request.params. Right? I'm going to try and catch const to do is equals to await to do dot find by ID and delete. And you put the ID inside of here. Sorry, put the ID inside of here. Then if to do is not found, if no to do found, to do not found. If no to do found, right? I'm going to say return response.status 400 .json in bracket of to do not found. Okay, else res.status in bracket of 200 .json in bracket of to do deleted successfully. Okay, remember, just copy and paste, then change this one to error deleting to do. Okay, so let's go and create this on route. So we'll come here and say route dot delete in bracket of, so we're going to be like slash delete what can I do? Delete to do slash id command and will be delete to do. So remember, put it at the ending space enter. You save it. So you're going to copy this first, put it in this place for this side, delete to do. Remember, we want to delete. Let's delete this second one. Let's delete the second one. So we know, remember, we have this, the delete and the id, right? So we are going to be the delete to do slash. You're not going to put this column here because of there's a column in this side. No, this is just representing the id. No, you're not going to do that, but you're going to just do the delete, remove this column, copy this id, right, and paste it here. Good. right? So let us go and make sure this is saved. Come back here. Remember, this is the get request. You can't get it. So if you click like this, okay, you cannot get API to do delete to do. So you're going to make sure it's in a delete request. Then you send it to do deleted successfully. Now let's check if it has been deleted truly. So you come back here and get to do, get all to dos. That's it. So you come back here, get all to dos, right? Get all to dos, put a get request, then you send. Bam. You see it? This is the first to do, this is the third to do. Second to do has been deleted. So we are done with the, okay, we have to also do CRUD operation. That is so you can read, you can create, you can delete. We have to be able to update it, right? All right. So we have, so let's can do it here, or let's just do it under here. No, let's follow it. This is let's rename this. Give it here. This one is create to do function. Create a new to do. This one is to get all to do function. Get to do function to get all to do's. Let's do this one is to delete function to delete all to do's by ID. And I think we are this. Let's just periodical. Okay, let's just leave that. So let's just do it. Export cons updates to do by ID So it already gave me that. So update to do by ID. So the first thing you want to do here, let me just explain what this is saying in this place, is that you're getting the ID, that's parent ID, you're getting the title, this is the to do, and this to do, you are going to find the to do by ID, update the to do, and I'm going to set this to new. Look at this here, look at what it said here. Why is this new is true here? It said by default find one and update returns documents as it was before. So it will just return it as it was before, before the update was applied. If you set new to true, you find one and update will give you a new object after update was applied. That's why you did this new true. So if the to do is not found, you tell you to do not found, then you will send the response of 200. That's the to do, then you do your error. So we are done with the CRUD operation for the to we are done with the CRUD operation for the to-do list, and you see everything works. So I want to take a deep breath, smile, because learned how to you have learned best practice first and foremost, how to structure your files, how to use the route, how to use gets, how to use standard clients. You can look at Postman. If you want a video on Postman, I can also give you a video on Postman. But just take a deep breath and we'll come back later. Let's handle the front end. Bye. Welcome back, guys. So previously we did the backend. We handled the backend controllers. We were taught how to do the we were taught best practice on setting the files for the backend folder and everything. So if you're just coming here and you're just jumping into this video, we want to see how it functions. You can check the previous video for the backend. Alright, okay, let's jump right to the front end part. Let's run our backend first and see it's running. Okay, let's just navigate to our to do npm run. Alright, okay, it's just a simple Vite and React app. I showed how we could get this, how we did this installation in a previous video, so you can also watch it. Okay, let's just get back to the code and click on this to split the screen. You cd back, you cd to backend. Okay, then npm run dev, so that we'll see that our MongoDB is connecting. That's a very good thing. Waiting for it to connect any minute from now. Okay, MongoDB connected successfully. That's very good. Okay, so our backend is done. So we'll close all this. Close all. In this place, we will need we're going to need, first and foremost, let's delete this app.css. We don't need this. You can just delete it. You don't need it. Go to the index.js, index.css. You don't need it. This app here, Control A, then click on press ROFACE and click enter. If you want to be able to get this boilerplate, you just have to get this extension. Okay, this extension here, SC7 React Redux snippet, this extension. Then you can be able to get, you can be able to just type ROFACE and this will come up. Yet, alright, so the next thing for us to do is let's check our package.json if we have what we need installed. No, we don't. So we'll need Axios so that we can be able to communicate to the server. Well, first and foremost, this is how your app is going to look like. It's going to look this blank. Okay, then we need Axios and we need Tailwind for our styling. So let's go over here. Tailwind, Vite, Tailwind, Vite. You copy this, go here, stop your application, then Control V and Axios, right? Okay, it's taking more time than expected. Okay, it has been installed. Installation has been successful. So just come back here, scroll down. You see this is going to be vite.config.ts. So you copy this, go to your vite.config.ts, then you paste it here. Alright, then you go back and you see this tailwind cell open and close brackets. You paste it here. So you know you have initialized, you have added the tailwind CSS. Then you go to this your index.css. That's the last CSS, so you can add it in the index.css. Copy this and paste it here, then save. Okay, now you can run. Then you just do npm run dev. Alright, okay, so we are good to go. Alright, npm run dev, we are good to go. So let's test that. Let's test it by adding class name and calling it like this is working. Text for Excel, text for Excel. Let's add it color red, just for testing to see that the tailwind is working. Like tailwind has been initialized. Let's do it text red 500. Okay, all right. So that means it has been initialized. Okay, so it's tailwind is working. Let's remove this. It's working. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to add our Axios.js file where we import our backend, all these things we have done, and check the previous video. We'll use the timestamps to just go back. So this file become your Axios.js. Alright. You don't need to put it inside this place. Put it outside. Welcome to the to do new file Axios.js. Right? Then here you import Axios from Axios. Yes. Then you're going to const Axios instance. You're going to const Axios instance. That is like just calling it the name, right? Okay. So it's going to be Axios. Anything you name you want to do, but just this is naming convention. Axios instance is equals to Axios dot create the open and close bracket. Enter. Your base URL is going to be http now column that's empty this thing here. So just copy this until Vite, then use slash API. Why are we using slash API here? Is because of in the index.js, when you name the route, you did slash API, right? And slash to do, slash API slash to do. But we can just call it, if you have many routes, and all of them have many routes. Let me say you have routes like this, API, and let me say user. Let me say you have this. You cannot just you will not want to create. You won't want to create slash API slash to do, right? Then now come and start putting base URL again, or come and start putting base URL again, and now start putting slash user. That's bad practice. That's not good. That's very bad. So what you're going to do here, what you're going to use here, is just going to be slash API, right? Slash API. Then when we're importing the route from the backend, we're just going to add it to do to them to the requests. So let's save this. Let's go to here. We're going to add credentials true. With credentials. So let's do it. With credentials. We're not passing any cookies, but just to be on the safer side. Just to be on the safer side. Okay. Alright, so okay, so now we want to import. Sorry about that. So now we want to import want to be able to export the code operation for the to do. That's what we're going to do here. So it's going to be export const create to do is equals to a sync. We're going to pass in the data because you are going to create something now, so you have to have a data. Then you're going to have a try and catch block. Sorry. Our try and catch block. Then you're going to say const response. Const response is equals to await Axios instance dot post because of the route. Let me show what I mean. The route now it's create to do is going to is post request. You get this is a post request for create to do. So you go to your Axios post, open the slash, go to your index.js. After this API is a to do here. This is the next route. So you copy this and paste it here. That this is API. That this Axios instance is already given this base URL, so you don't have to put it Then to put http/localhost/5000/API in here again. So this Axios instance dot post slash this to do, that's the next route after this API in the index.js. You get? Then you click on here and put another slash, then come back to your route. Your route now has create to do. That's how you get the create to do. That's how you can make requests to the create to do place. Create to do route. Okay, so come back here slash create to do. Okay, comma, then you put your data. You are going to pass the data. Then you come under here and you say return response dot data, and so just console.log error creating to do error don't show error. So we're done with the create to do function here. So next thing we want to do is going to be export const get to do, get all to do. Get all to do's is going to be equals to async in bracket of, alright, so it's going to be this. Then we're going to have try catch. This try catch now we are going to, let's reduce this. This try catch now we are going to say const response is equals to await Axios, just follow the same thing, but you are getting to do, so you have to await Axios dot get, right? You get it? Axios dot get in bracket of slash. Remember, the first route is what? To do's. To do. Okay? Then slash, go to your route.js, to do, to this one, paste it here. Alright? So you're not passing any data, so but you're getting all the data, that's why you did the find. You understand? Alright. That's return response dot data. Okay? Then you just copy this one and just change it. So it's going to be error creating, error fetching into the user, you throw error. So the next thing I'm going to do here is let's work on the export to do. Export const, sorry. First, I remember something now. In the backend, for the controllers, we did something on the updates, which we have to correct. This updates, we have to correct something in this update in the backend. So this update is supposed to take the title, comma, is completed. That's this modal here. So this modal here also is going to take this, so it can be complete. Then this title now, and it's going to be comma is completed. So if you are just watching this video, I advise you watch the backend, how the backend is made, so that you understand that you will not be lost. I hope you understand. Okay, thank you very much, and don't be offended. Alright. Okay, so let's get back to our Axios.js. So we want to do the export for the so it's going to be export const update to do is equals to async in bracket of okay, yeah, it's going to be async in bracket of, but we're going to pass this in, so we're using id and the data, that is the id we're using. We're updating by id, right? In the controllers we are updating by id for the backend, updating by id. So we are going to pass the id and the title, sorry, the id, comma, oh, this is id, then the title and is completed is now going to be the data. So let's work with that. Okay, So here is going to be, let's take this up, try catch, the try and catch block. We are going to const response is now going to be equals to await Axios instance dot put. That's for um updates. That's for your update route. I've not added the update route here. Oh my bad. I'm very, very sorry, guys. Very, very sorry. Sorry. So it's going to be put. It's going to be update by ID, update to do slash ID. Alright. There's going to be update to do. Alright. Sorry, guys. Make sure you watch this. Make sure you watch the previous video if you don't understand this. Make sure you watch the backend connection. Very sorry. Truly. Okay, let's get back here. So it's going to be put request. That's to update. Then, okay, so you'll use this. You're not going to use normal quotation. You'll use backticks, as it's called. So you're going to be slash. Go to your slash. Sorry, pick your to do. Right? Once you pick your to do, the next thing you slash it. Then you're going to pick your update to do. Let's go to our routes. Pick your update to do. Alright. Then you notice that we are passing. Let me close this, close this, close this, close this, so you can not get confused. Let me close this also. You notice that we are passing ID here, right? So how you do that is, it's possible through these backticks, right? These backticks, these are not normal quotations. Now those are backticks. So you will give a slash $, then open curly braces. Okay, then you pass your ID. Once you pass your ID, then outside you pass your data. Alright, so it's not going to be return response dot data. Okay, then you copy this and paste it. So here is going to be error updating to do. Then the last one we are going to do is going to be export for the delete function. Export const delete to do is equals to async. Sorry about that. Okay, so we are back to this. The async is going to take only the ID. That's for the delete function. Take the ID. Okay. Remember your try and catch block. You're supposed to get the hang of it. The first thing we're going to do is going to be const response. Okay, const response is equals to await Axios. No, Axios instance. Not that one. Axios instance. Then dot delete. Right? Delete. Then remember the first thing you're going to do. You know, the delete is also, we are going to delete by ID. Remember this, deleting by ID also. So it's going to be slash to do slash, go here, copy this first route and put it here. Then the next thing you want to do is slash, remember your $, in bracket, or that's curly braces first of all, that's ID. So next thing you're going to do is going to be return response dot data. Remember, just copy and paste the error function, error code, or error whatever. So it's going to be, you get it, error deleting to do. You understand, right? Okay, so we are done with the create, get, update, and delete to do function. So now let's go and build the front end. Congratulations on reaching here. Okay, let's go to the front end. We'll build the front end in this place. I'm going to just show, I'm not going to write a lot of all the tailwind. I've already done the codes before. The code is going to be available on my GitHub, so you can just clone it, or just clone it and just follow the functions how it's being done. You understand? So let's go with the, oh, we also have to install something for our icons. That is Lucide. Alright. My MongoDB is not connecting. It's not connected. Let's see what's the problem. So in the meantime, let's look for Lucide. Lucide React. Lucide Dev. Install it. Okay. So here is going to be controls. Okay, MongoDB is connected now. Cool. Save, stop this. npm install Lucide React. So I'm done with this place. I'm done with this Axios.js. So now we're in the app.js where we'll write all the code for the front end. Right? Okay. Let's be setting this up. So we'll need two things. We are going to have a const tags. Okay, so it has Lucid React has been installed. So if it has been installed, you also npm run dev. Alright. Npm run dev. Okay, so const tags, then the next thing I'm going to have is tags, comma, set tags, set tags is equals to use state, and to be in an array. Now we have const new tags. I'm going to set new tags. It's now going to be use state. Alright, there's the use state function. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, we want to fetch tags from the backend. That's from this our, don't close this. From this our Axios here, we want to fetch tags from here. Get all tags, get all to dos, and all those stuff. Alright. So let's go back here. So we're going to be fetch. Let's you know what? Let's design the UI first. Let's design the UI first. Okay, so you can see the beautiful UI. Alright, so this is going to be, let me run the previous one so you see how it's going to look like and how we're going to work with it. Alright, so just summary, let's just work with that. So class name, we're going to have class name, we're going to have, I'll run the previous one so you can see how it looks like, and I will follow down, we'll follow the design. Alright, cp, okay, alright, so it's going to be like this. Then run the back end of the previous one so you see how it's supposed to look like. I'm coming, sorry for the delay. Just hold. Okay. Okay, it's just going to look like this. First of all, just know that it's going to look like this. is going to look like something like this. Then in this down place, this place here is also responsive also. So in this place here now, this place here right here, this is where all the tasks you've done will be at. Then you see a delete button here. You can check mark it to mark update and all those kind of things. Alright, so let's work with this design we have here. To do at the top, you have 0 out of 0 tasks completed, a task place where you put the task and click on add task button, all those kind of things. Okay, let's go back to our app. Let's go back to our app. So let's create the UI. Okay, so we're going to have, I'm just going to explain the code for you. I don't want to make it very long. I'm going to explain the code for you. So you can copy the code, maybe golden. Alright. So this is mean height, the screen. Mean height is going to take mean height of the screen, and there's a gradient from blue to indigo 100%, from blue of 50 to indigo 100%. This is a padding of y 8% and padding of x 4%. So let's save this and let's see how it is. Guess it's having this blue color, no longer white, it's having this blue color. So I don't know if you could see it, but let's just keep moving. Then we want to have the header. Alright, so it's going to be let's create the header. That's the to do, and you have so tasks out of so tasks, right? Okay, you come down here and you say your div, and this div you're going to have an h1, which is going to have a to, which is going to be the to-do list. Okay, and you're going to have your p tag, that is your paragraph tag, which is going to have, you have the so task completed from so tasks. But first and foremost, let's give this here. We have const completed task. Completed task is equals to task dot filter in bracket of task, right? That will be task dot complete dot is complete. It's completed. Alright. Dot length. Okay. There's one. Then const, we're going to have total tax. Talking about typing is very hard. Total tax is now going to be equals to tax dot length. Okay, so here we are going to have you have, okay, have a completed tax here out of your total tax. Out of the total tax completed. Okay, so if you check back, we're going to see to-do list, you have 0 tasks out of 0 tasks because we have not yet gotten all the tasks from the backend. So this is what is going to just show. Alright, so let's go back. So let's add a little bit of beauty to that, to this code. So it's going to be class name. I'm going to say text center MB8. Right, I'm going to have class name text for Excel. I have a font of bold. Then we have text gray. We have 800. We have MB2. That is bottom margin bottom is 2. So in this place for this one, we're going to have a class name. Oh, come on, seriously, dude. class name is going to be text, okay, text gray, and it's going to be 600. I'm not saying anything. Well, let's save it. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's it. It's now in the center. Okay, so I've gotten that. So the next thing we want to do is to add the, let's reduce this, sorry. Next thing we want to do is to add the add text section. Okay, now the add text section. Okay, in the previous one we saw that in the add text section there is the first div and there's a second div inside that has a focus string and an add text button. All right, so let's view that. So it's going to be first div is going to handle everything. It's going to be white, class name, then you have bg white. All right, so you have rounded, going to be rounded, excel, you have shadow, shadow is going to be large. I have a margin padding of 6, and we have a bottom margin of margin bottom of 6 also. Okay, so we are going to have, so once you save this, we're going to create another div, and this div is where it's going to take the div is going to take the input and is going to handle the button. So in this div you can say input. All right, input is going to be text, placeholder is going to be add a new task. All right, then the value is going to be new task, that is this here, this new task here. Then we are going to set an unchanged function. Unchanged is now going to be event. I'm going to set new task towards an event dot target. Events dot target dot value. I'm going to target value, so I'm going to get whatever they are typing inside of it, or that means. All right, so now I'm going to give it a star. Let's save it without the star first of all. Then let's add our button. Okay, and our button is going to take, okay, I'm going to get my function, so let's leave it first. So our button is going to take go to your Lucide React, check on icons. Okay, then we are going to search for plus, that is for add. Yep, click on that one, copy JSX, come back here, add it. Then remember, come outside, put it in at the ending, then control and space at the same time. Reload it from Lucide React, enter. Make sure you have Lucide React installed in the system. That is npm Lucide React. Yes, npm Lucide React. You've seen it in the video. So, and here is now going to be add tags, add tags. Okay, save it. Then let's check it. It's not here. Okay, alright, that's good. Okay, let's add class name today. Let's add class name today. So I'm going to just add class name to them. Then because the input field is going to be take a full length, has a padding of 3, it's going to have border. The border is going to be gray, 300. It's going to be rounded. It's going to have focus outline none. then the focus ring and focus ring blue. Let me just show you what that means. Then if you save this, come here, yeah, that's what it is. See it here. You click on it, that was that focus ring is talking about. After once you click outside, you see that gray color. When you click on it, you see this blue color. That's what this gray, border gray, and this focus ring blue, what this it means. Okay. Alright, so let's go for the add button also. The add button, we're going to get the class. Let's get the class, do the class name and explain it. Alright, class name. So you save this, come here, you see it. So it has gotten this class. So let's explain it again. So it's going to take a background color of blue. There's going to be a hover. Once you hover on it, it's going to be the blue is going to increase by 100%. So that's what, if you hover on it, it's going to be increased by 100%. That's 600. Alright, then the text is going to be white. Text inside here is white. You have a padding on the X side is 6, padding on the Y side is 3. Then you have rounded, as these edges are rounded, that's what it means, rounded edges. Then you have the font medium, transition all, duration 20, flex item center, that's to centralize it, is gap of 2, between the plus and this tax there's a gap of 2. Then you hover shadow. So let's add class name here so that it can be side by side. As it's down like this does not make sense. So this one here and this one on this other end here you get. So class name flex, then we have a gap of 4. Okay, let's see. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. You understand? Okay. So let's do the next container, the ones that are going to be down here that is going to handle the I'm going to show the tasks that were completed, the ones we have not completed, stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Now you're talking in English. All right. So let's come down here and we're going to create a task list. All right. So I'm going to give a div class name. All right. We're going to be bg white, or the background of white. It's going to be rounded. All of them are rounded Excel. All right. And we have a shadow Excel, shadow large. This one is means extra large, this one means large. Then we have overflow hidden. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to have a div. Come on. Okay, we're going to have our div, and our div is going to have a class name of divide y. Okay, I'm going to divide grade 200. Okay, I think it's best we just populate it so I can get all the tasks from the backend as we're doing this at once. Okay. Now let's just finish the build. Or should we do? Okay, let's just do it. Okay, let's fetch all the data. Fetch tasks from backend. Okay, so it's going to be this effect. There is a const fetch data. Okay, So let's continue from where we stopped. So I'm going to fetch data. So I'm going to be fetch data equals to an async function. Alright, so we're going to say try catch block. And we say const to do equals to await get to those. Get all to those, yeah. Close it. And we set tags. Get to those. Alright. And console.log failed to fetch to do. Alright. So if we still console.log here, console.log to do, right? We are meant to see this to do in the console. Let's check it. Let's inspect. So if you come here, okay, I'm not seeing anything here. Alright, it's because I've not connected the course. Let me check something. Oh, sorry, I did not call it. Sorry. Fetch data, and it's supposed to mount it once. This is a real effect. Okay, let's check it again. Okay, see, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so this is the error I'm talking about. So you're saying you are not getting this. Why are we not getting it? Because it has been this location now, this our route has been blocked by course policy, no access control. So we go back to our backend. Alright, go to our index.js. Right, so we're going to say app.use course in brackets, parentheses, enter. Can come here and say const allowed origins is equals to, this is an array function, copy this, come back here, copy here, paste this, right? Move this slash at the end. So this is it. Alright, so you come here, come in this addresses and say origins. The origins we are going to use is going to be allowed origins. Alright, then we are going to say credentials. I'm going to put it true. So with this it should work. With this it should work. Okay, let's make sure our MongoDB is run. Okay, MongoDB is connected. So let us refresh this and see what we get. Okay, you see we are getting two. We're getting the two of them. That's the first to do. We're getting the third to do because we deleted the second to do. For an example, you get. Alright, that means it's working. So let's get back to, let's close this. We fix the Axios, close this. Let's go back to our front end. Alright, okay. So the next thing we want to do, we want to handle adding of taxes. That's going to be handle adding tax. Handle adding tax. Okay, so we're going to say const handle adding tax. You can name it anything you want, but just so you can remember it when you're reading your code. Async. Alright, we're going to say if the new tax is not true, it's a 3-minute slide, do not take out of white spaces. If the new tax is not true, we return tax is not true, we return the, so we try and catch block Okay, going to be try and catch block is going to be const to do is equals to await create. Okay, let's go back and save this server. Let's close the backend. Go back to our Axios, save this so I can be able to export it. So we want to create to do, so I'm importing it from Axios, right? So create to do is from here. So we're going to create with the title. The title the title is going to have new tags. Okay. Then I'm going to set previous tags. I'm going to set tags. Get the previous tags. To do. And I'm going to send it this. We're going to set the new tags to an empty array. New tags to an empty array. Alright. So just copy. Remember, so I'm just stressful to write it again. So just copy it, paste it here, and error adding to add tag, fail to add to do. Single. Okay. So we are going to create another function. Which is to handle task completion. Like it is completed. If it is completed, you do this. If it is completed, you do that. Those kind of things, right? Const. Okay, let's just wait. Sorry. Okay, handle task completion. Alright, we're going to say const handle toggle complete toggle checkbox, because we're going to use checkboxes. Toggle complete is now equals to an async equals to async, and we're going to be tags. Remember, we're going to have a try and catch block again. Hallelujah. Amen. We're going to have a try and catch block. Okay. Alright, we're back. Okay, so we are doing the handle task completion. So I'm going to say on update, const on updated, we're going to equals to await updated to do, I guess. Let's import it. Is it imported? Okay, yeah, it's imported. Updated to do. Then I'm going to say tags dot underscore id, right, comma, on curly braces. Then you know now, is it completed or not? That's what you're asking now. Is it completed? Is completed. That is not completed. Okay. Alright. Then I'm going to set tags. Set tags to previous tags. It's going to be previous. Previous dot map in bracket of T. Okay, here we go. Sorry, map bracket T. Okay, open another bracket T dot id. I'm mapping through it. Just like a loop to bring out all of them. You understand? A loop to bring out all of them. So okay, do that first. So it's going to be dot underscore id is not strictly equals to the tax dot the underscore id. All right, then we're going to have an optional chaining. It's going to be t comma is completed update completed. That if t is completed, you update. If the tax is updated and is checked marks or you marked completed, then you update it and say it's completed. That's what you say. So here is going to be updated dot is completed, and then we're going to set it. Okay, and to set tags, so we're going to close this. Just remember, copy and paste. All right. Okay, what's the I'm having error here. All right, so okay, so we're going to here is going to be updating tags, updating to do or updating tags, anyone you want to go with. So the last one I'm going to handle is handle delete. I'm going to handle delete. Handle delete function. So for handle delete, remember you're deleting with ID, nothing too special, just a simple function. So by now you're supposed to know what to do. First thing I'm going to give it a name, const handle delete. Const handle delete is now equals to async. And it is equals to async. Alright, I'm going to try catch. What do we do? We await our delete. We're deleting, remember, we're deleting by ID, or don't forget that. Delete to do from Axios. We're going to be deleting by ID. I'm going to set tags to previous tags. I'm going to say previous dot filter in bracket of t dot underscore id is not equals to id. Alright, so here we just remember console.log the error, copy paste v, and here is going to be deleting to the error. Alright, so we are done with this first one. So next thing we want to do, we want to set in this add button here, we can add an on change or on click. This add tag, so we can handle on click, and the on click is going to be handle add tags. Since it's add, handle add tag. That's simple. Alright, we'll test everything to show that it's working. So now let's finish this place that will show all the tags, and we can be able to delete, update, do all those stuff. Let's do this here. So here is going to be we have tags dot map bracket of tags going to be equals to not equals to that's an arrow function. So we're going to have a div and in this div we're going to have the key you're looking. So it's going to be more or less. So what you're going to use to identify them is their ID, the individual ID is what you're going to use to identify them. Alright, so we're going to say the key is now equals to the tags dot underscore id we give the flex name. I'm just going to copy and give you guys the code and explain it when we're done. Alright, so we've got that one. The next thing we want is to get the div for the container. Okay, so here is going to be a checkbox. Here is going to be a checkbox. Then in the checkbox we are going to have the horizontal to it. So checkbox, the checkbox, the task to be completed or that is not completed, and the delete to be able to trash it or delete it. You get? Okay. So let's just press it for flex it. Let's run flex it. You can do that when we're done with this. So show you guys can understand. So this is the input. Here is going to be to delete this one. Click on your see checkbox. Click on it. On it, and we have checked. We have checked is going to be equals to tax dot is completed. All right. Once tax is completed, you want to say on change arrow function handle toggle complete. Yeah, I said toggle completer. Anyways, you understand it. Toggle complete. So you're going to put the tax in there. Then you're going to give it a class name. Right? Okay. Then under here we're going to have a span. This span is what we're going to do is we're going to cross. It's going to cross over. So let's see if it's showing it. Okay, so what it's showing here now. So we have because of we have two to-dos. That's why we got the to-dos. We have two to-dos. So once you have gotten all to-dos, is these two tasks we have here. So let's get back to it, or let's put it side by side. Should we put it side by side? Let's see. Okay, let's just leave it like this. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have span, and the span is going to have tasks completed inside. Task dot title. That's the title of the task, right? That's the title, yeah. So let's see it. Okay, see, this is the first to do, this is the second to do. You understand? First to do, second to do, this kind of shit. Sorry for that language. First to do, second to do. Or let me just move it from here. Okay, see, it's first to do, second to do. Alright. And the next thing we are going to have is a delete button. Just going to also be inside here. So we're going to have a button. And the button name is going to be, let's just get a trash icon from Lucide React trash, copy JSS, come back, paste it, keep it here, enter. Alright, so you know how we did that. You keep it at the ending of it, control and space to give it the trash icon with the where it's coming from. Okay, so here we are going to on click on click is going to be this. Then this is now going to be a arrow function handle delete. Going to be tax.id. Tax.id. Okay, not id is going to be an underscore id. Alright, because here you have already said here that tax.id is not equals to id. Alright, so that's it. So what next? Let's style this, let this look well. You get? So right now it looks like see, does not make sense. Understand me? So let's get this done. Let's get this done. Let's add the styling. So added this viewing for this one. Okay, the class name now. Let me copy and explain it. Okay, then take the top of the button also. Okay, Control A, right click, then format selection. Okay, arranges everything for you. Then let's save and go back to it. In the middle, let's inspect. Okay, you see it's responsive for all device screens. Responsive. Alright. Okay. So let's see if we mark this, it cancels it. That is completed. So let's add something down here that will tell us, okay, you have completed one task out of two tasks, three tasks out of four tasks, stuff like that. Alright. Let's add that. So it's going to be, let's cancel this. So let's add that. It's going to come back here. Okay, let's first of all close this one so I know where it is. So this one is remaining tasks. I'm going to give it the title of remaining tasks. Remaining tasks. So we're going to have here div, and we're going to have a p tag. This p tag is going to be you have. Remember that our total tags. This will be total tags minus completed tags remaining. If I spelled it well, but all. Okay, you have two tasks remaining. So this one it says you have 0 out of 2 tasks completed. So if you check mark 1, see you have 1 task completed, but you have 1 out of 2 tasks completed, you have 1 task remaining. You get? Okay, so let's align this to center and make it fine. So give it a class name. Give the class name of empty 6. Empty 6. And you have a text to center. Empty not is margin top 6. Then you align the text to center and you give it a color of gray. Gray 600. Then you just make this one a little bit large. Class name xlg. Save it. Go back. Alright. So let's add new tags and see how it works. Let's say check. Let's check let's do gym by 9 p.m. Let's add tags. Alright. Gym by 9 p.m. is down here. That is good. That is beautiful. So let's add another one. It's by 12 a.m. It's by 12 a.m. is here. So you can check this is 2 tasks remaining. If we uncheck this, you see we have 4 tasks remaining. We have 0 out of 4 tasks completed. We check this, check this, check this. You have 1 task remaining. Let's check if the delete works. Delete works. Delete works. So you have out of 2 tasks remaining. Alright, so I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for coming to the end of the tutorial. And if you like the video, please do it to like and subscribe. If there's anything you think I can do that can make my videos better, I will really appreciate if you could point it out in the comment section. Please do well to like and subscribe. Comment also. It's going to really help me a lot. I'm target to reach 1,000 subscribers in 1 month. Let's go all the way YouTube. Alright, thank you very much once again. I really appreciate it once again. It's responsive also, so you can check the responsiveness yourself. You can do it and impress your friends once if you are still starting out. Right, do it and impress your friends. It's very responsive. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning into my channel. God bless you. Do it to like and subscribe. Peace.